Hello and welcome to the second part of my Ghana travel vlog. In the first vlog I took you around Accra and Kumasi region, and now we're heading southwest to Elmina and Cape Coast and our first hotel at Elmina Bay. So it's already evening. Today was travel day. We took actually a private transfer to get from Kumasi to Cape Coast. So this is a drive of 4 to 5 hours and it's kind of hard to arrange. It was quite hard for us. The STC bus is only driving overnight, which is horrible, and Ghanaian streets are not the best, sorry to say, but everyone knows it. So yeah, we could take the bus overnight, like definitely not. So we arranged a private transfer and took a very big bus. Sorry, not bus. It was actually a Toyota Land Cruiser, like a big SUV. And yeah, so we felt very safe, it was very comfortable. And we checked into our hotel now, which is next to the beach and has a beautiful pool. Apart from that, it's a bit funny because we are almost the only guests. It's a huge hotel resort with a lot of rooms. You can see all the pavilions in the back. And we have 4 people and there are only 2 other people. So it's a bit spooky, I would say. I don't know. We hope nothing happens if we're getting haunted, if we're getting kidnapped. This is my last video. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I guess it's just not the main season, so it makes sense that it's not totally booked. And yeah, anyways, we're next to the ocean. Maybe you hear the waves in the back, which is very, very nice. And now we will have dinner here in the hotel because we are just too lazy, too tired after the whole day walking and driving around. So we will just have dinner here, and tomorrow we are looking at Elmina Castle. That's the plan. Good night. Majo, I think. Maje was good morning. Maha, good afternoon. Majo should be good evening. So one of the must-sees in the region is Elmina Castle, or better, Elmina Dungeon. There are guided tours around the dungeon, which we would definitely recommend doing. It was first established as a trade settlement and later became one of the most important stops on the route of the Atlantic slave trade. The castle acted as a depot where enslaved Africans were brought in from different kingdoms in West Africa. The Africans were then sold to Portuguese and later to Dutch traders in exchange for goods such as textiles and horses. The castle is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, along with other castles and forts in Ghana, because of its testimony to the Atlantic slave trade. What touched me the most was the door of no return, which is a symbol for the door that millions of Africans were pushed through when they entered a life of slavery through castles like this. Good morning. Can you hear the waves? Such a nice such a nice way to wake up with the sound of the waves. Really, really nice. Also, such a good view. Yeah, the resort we're staying at right now is really, really well located. Like, I think it's the best location next to the beach, and it's like little pavilions, and yeah, it's very cute. We also ate at the restaurant. They have breakfast included, and we also had dinner twice, as we're staying 2 nights here. And yeah, in general, the facility is very, very cute. As you can see, it looks very beachy, very tropical. But in general, in Ghana, the standards are a bit lower, I would say, and it's a bit more outdated. So this resort has been opened 15 years ago, and you can definitely see that it's hard to keep up the standards. Like, the rooms are a bit outdated, there are things missing, or the shower is leaking. Yeah, I mean, everything are just small things, but it sums up to not as comfortable as you would imagine. Especially all the resorts, most of the resorts we are staying at are not cheap. We are spending around 100 euro per night, sometimes even more, sometimes a little bit less. But in general, I think it's not a cheap price for staying a night. Yeah, but anyways, we really enjoyed our time here. Also, the owner is so friendly, such a cool guy, very polite, and helping us, because today we are changing to our new resort. Not resort. Today we are changing to a surf lodge, and it's around 4 hours ride from here. And they promised us to pick us up, and like literally weeks ago when I did the reservation. And just yesterday they were saying, oh, you're 4 people with 4 suitcases, we don't have a car big enough to pick you up. It's like, what? Yeah. And my boyfriend keeps on telling me it's normal, it can happen, we shouldn't be surprised about this, but I was like very, very angry with them. So yeah, yesterday evening we found that out, and we had to arrange a new transfer. So I'm a bit pissed at them, and I hope they make it up to us because we are staying over a week there, and I'm really excited for going surfing. I'm really excited to be again next to the beach because we were traveling, like staying just 1 or 2 nights here and there. So this is the first time we are staying for over a week somewhere, to just get a bit more holiday feeling and to just calm down a bit more. So I really, really hope they make it up. And it's a really nice place, I hope. So yeah, that's it. From Cape Coast, Elmina, we booked a transfer to Busua beach, and here you can see how motivated and happy we were, but this didn't last for long, as this trip became the most adventurous, so to say. First, there was a truck that lost its loading, which spilled onto the street and caused a huge traffic jam. So we waited for 1-2 hours, then we were moving again, but heavy rain started, and soon the streets were filling with water. So imagine potholes that become manholes and then get flooded by water. So yeah, that's how we got stuck in a giant manhole, and our bus wasn't moving anymore. So our driver and some more helpers had to get out into the pouring rain to push the bus. And I don't know how we made it, but yeah, thanks to the muscle power, I guess, we finally arrived and made it out of the manhole, and we arrived after 6 to 7 hours at Busua beach, which, like, this trip was supposed to be 3 hours, I guess. So yeah, what a journey. So the resort we stayed at is called Hunter Waves, and it's definitely recommended for surfing. There are multiple rooms or bungalows, and they are very well furnished and equipped. But you have to be aware that the direct beach in front of it is not really recommended for swimming. So you don't have direct access to the beach, and there are fishing boats directly there. So yeah, the water is not really clear and not clean. After the rain stopped, we tried to discover the surroundings around Busua beach, and we were surprised that the village and the beach are quite dirty and soiled, to be honest. So there's lots of trash lying around, unfortunately. Probably this is also due to the fishing and loads of traffic from the boats. But the beach got better towards the end, and we were taking a dip there in the ocean and just had a relaxing afternoon in the sun. The next morning we decided to take a trip to Cape 3 Points, the southest point of Ghana. And yeah, you can see the bridge in front of a hunter resort, which is crazy, by the way. Even our taxi driver denied driving onto it, which already tells you a lot, as you can see. And the trip to Cape 3 Points was also again very adventurous. We had to get out of the car several times because of potholes and the heavy rain before. And there was also a bridge sunken down. So yeah, but in the end we made it. There is a lighthouse and stunning views of the ocean. But to be honest, I'm not sure if it was worth the hassle and the drive there. But yeah, there was a beautiful beach, and also we had a very delicious lunch at a cute place called Escape 3 Points Eco Lodge. So there are different surfing spots at Busua Beach, and one of them is the surf school that also belongs together to the Hunter Waves Eco Lodge. So we stayed with this one and we booked several lessons. So they are quite flexible, and we booked, in the end, I think I booked 4 or 5 lessons, and it was my second time surfing, so definitely a beginner here. But I enjoyed it to the fullest, and I would definitely say it's a great spot to start surfing or to get more used to it and to get more practice in it. So yeah, definitely recommended this one. We stayed for a full week at the Hunter Waves, and our last morning started calm, but then there was a big green mamba discovered in one of the banana trees. Yeah, it was a huge snake, and the staff also got really upset and panicked. And I think in the end they picked the snake from the tree, and yeah, I think the rest you can probably imagine what happened. So yeah, we then had our last breakfast at a Hunter and switched for one last night towards a hotel at the end of the beach. But yeah, still Busua beach. And we were staying for one night at this beach resort. We are still in Busua beach, and we were staying the whole time at Hunter. But for the last night we would have had to change because the rooms we booked were overbooked. Not overbooked, but they were full. We would have to change to another room. So we decided to completely change and to go on another side of the beach, so to say. So this is the very, very end of Busua beach, which is on the one hand really, really nice because the beach is really nice. Like, this is the kind of thing I would have expected to have it in front of a Hunter as well. Like, it's a really nice sandy beach, and yeah, you can just, actually I did jump in this morning. I just jumped in and took a little swim. Yeah, but anyways, so this was the last night here, and today we are leaving to Accra again. So we will be all day in the car. Like, this is what we expect. Officially it's 250 kilometers, and I mean, you would maybe expect it's 3 to 4 hours, but it's minimum 5, maybe 7, maybe 9 hours. We don't know. We will just see how it goes. And let's go to Accra. So this time we stayed at the Lennox, and we would definitely recommend this one. It was much better than our first accommodation in Accra. Maybe you remember this one from the first vlog. So in comparison, the Lennox has a much better value for the price and a great location, including the fitness and the pool, and also a cute cafe. Our last 3 days we spent mostly relaxing, enjoying some food with friends and family, and of course shopping and searching for souvenirs. So this was where the Makola market came in, another great adventure. The Makola market is huge, so as it is one of the most famous marketplaces worldwide, it's very huge, and I would definitely recommend asking a friend or family member to accompany you, because you can easily get lost in the crowds there. And yeah, you can buy almost everything at Makola. We bought some prints, so-called kente textiles, and for example, they come in small bags or other accessories, which are just perfect as a souvenir for your friends and family at home. The Sandbox Beach Club was the perfect choice for a sunny afternoon with a delicious lunch and views of the ocean. I'm definitely looking forward to visiting again. And that's it already. Our trip ends here, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions and also recommendations, as surprise, we are going back to Ghana in June this year. Bye!